All right, so it's time for Friday Fundamentals and another question. This week's question has to do with funding. And the question really is, how do we make sure that funding bank accounts has been done properly? And this is kind of a difficult thing. We try and help our clients out as much as possible in funding their bank accounts, but the financial institutions aren't going to speak to me or to anybody else on behalf of the client. They can only speak to the client on how they want their accounts to be held. So we have to kind of coach the clients through that procedure. The other problem is each financial institution has its own procedures and forms and documents that they want filled out in order to do these transfers. So sometimes we'll do a certification of trust, but the bank has its own form for the certificate of trust that it wants to be filled out. That's okay. You can fill out a separate certificate of trust. Just make sure that the information on it's correct, and you can run that by your attorney. Sometimes they want to change the name of the trust a little bit. And when I say that, I don't mean change the name of the trust, but instead of holding it as client one and client two as trustees of the client's family trust, they want to put the client's family trust with client one and client two as trustees. They want to switch the order or something like that. That's fine too. That's just their procedure for how they name trusts. Um, Trust funding is always difficult. That's why we always circle back with our clients and review what they've done, review the statements to make sure that the trust name is at least appearing on there. That's really what you want to show. If it comes down to it, the court is going to look and see if you tried to put it into the trust. If you tried and it shows the name of the trust in any form really on that document, the court's going to rule that it is part of the trust. So it's not too big of a problem, but it can be very difficult and very frustrating for clients when they're trying to deal with different financial institutions and all the different procedures that they have.